people.
She's similar to.
I am looking for the Wampanoag tribe. Do you know where Aquina is?
No.
This is not a pole. I will tell you what this is. Greetings, my name is Squanto.
Quiet, please.
My real name is Tia Squanto.
No, your real name is
Judah.
But you may know me as Squanto. I'm here to look for my people, but I will tell you my story. Does anybody know my story?
No.
Yes. Well, here I am to tell you. I was born in 1585. That was over 400 years ago. 400 years ago, a long time ago, and you may have heard my story, but I'm here to tell you. There may have been many different stories you've heard, but I'm here to tell you the real one. I lived with my people in Massachusetts. I was a part of the Pawtuxet band in the Wampanoag tribe. Do you know what Wampanoag means? It means the people to see the first light. So that means we are the people to see the sunrise. Well, I lived on the land, and we are people. We farmed and we planted corn, and we made outfits out of deer skin. My moccasins. Do you see my moccasins? Yeah. Feel them. Touch them. They are made from moose fur. We did not go to the store to buy food.
Sit down, dear.
I hear something called a Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
Is that your store?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have a shop and stop. We did not have a stop and shop. We had to plant our food. We had to pick the berries. We had to fish. Life was good. It was hard, but the nature gave us everything we needed. I carved wood. We carved wood. We carved bow and arrows. What was this used for? Yes?
Hunting.
For hunting, deer. And you know what we did when we hunted?
What?
We would eat the food, but we'd always leave some food for the next animal. We would take, but we'd also give. And that was how we lived. When I was 12 years old, how old are you? 12? No, you're not 12. When I was 12 years old, I was kidnapped. It was the most terrible time of my life. I had to go on a ship all the way to a far-off land. I didn't know these people who captured me. I went to Spain. And you know what the people tried to do? They tried to sell me as a slave. And I was so scared. I left all of my family back in Massachusetts. But priests, very, very kind men, they saved me. And I learned English, the language I speak and you speak. And then I made my way to England and lived with a very, very, very nice family. They taught me how to speak English too. I was there for guess how many years?
30 years.
10 years. I didn't have my family, but I made a new life. It was different. They did not wear my clothes. They wore different clothes. But I made it okay until Mr. Dermer, he was an Englishman, he said, I think we should make a trade back in Massachusetts. Do you know what a trade is?
Yes.
You have something, I have something, and we exchange, we give it to each other. So Mr. Dermer said, I will take you back to your land, and I was so happy. I thought I could see my mother and my father. Oh, this made me so happy. 10 years without them. So we sailed across the sea, and I got sick, really sick. And and it was dark on the boat, and I didn't eat much. But we got back, and I looked out far away, and nobody was there. So it was too shallow for the ship to come, so we rowed the boats back to my old village, but nobody was there. Where had they gone? Where was my mother? Where was my father?
They died?
You're right. Sam, I went to live in the woods alone for a while and just so sad. I didn't know what to do. And Samoset, another leader from a village, he was a Wampanoag too, he said, your family died from a disease. I'm so sorry, but come live with us. So I did. I went to live with another tribe. One day, I was hunting. I was hunting a deer. This is how I hunt. I was looking, and I didn't see a deer. Guess what I saw?
What?
A ship. A big ship. And on the ship were those people that I thought were from England. They looked just the same. And the people on the ship, they came off, and so for 3 days I looked and I wanted to see what they were doing. Guess where they went? They went to my old village. Guess what they started to do? They started to live there. And all of my friends from my tribe said, don't help them. Don't help them. You can't trust them. But in my heart, I thought I must meet these people. So I went up and I said, welcome. I come in peace. I come in peace, and my name is Squanto. They looked at me and said, whoa, who are you? No, they didn't really say that, but they said, wow, a Native American who can speak English? So from then on, I helped them. I helped them fish, and I helped them use shells to dig, and we planted corn. I heard somebody planted corn yesterday. Did anybody plant corn? You did? Really?
This whole class.
You planted corn. Oh, that makes me happy. The way I used to do it? You planted the way I used to do it? Do you know what this is?
Corn.
It's the husk of a corn, and I taught the English people to weave, and I taught them how to build houses. And I taught them to put fish under the soil. Do you know what that does?
Yeah.
It makes the soil really rich, and it makes all of the crops grow. And I taught them how to put gourds around the corn stalks so they grow tall and high towards the sun. They were so happy, and I was happy too, because I saw them surviving, and I helped them. One day, 1 year later, the English people, guess what they decided to do?
What? Prepare a feast.
What is it?
Prepare a feast.
How did you know?
Because we read about it.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Okay, this is a
They prepared a feast, but they didn't know that 90 of my people were coming. Do you think they had enough food?
No.
They did not.
Pizza.
They did not have enough food. They did not have enough food. So we went out and we hunted deer, and we hunted, we brought fish, we brought lobsters, and for 3 days we had a feast. Do you have a feast on Thanksgiving? I hear it's a little different though.
Yeah.
I hear you have something called pie. We did not have that. We did not have pie. We did not have anything sweet. We had berries. They were sweet.
Cranberries.
The last day of this feast, Massasoit, he was a chief of of the Wampanoags. He signed an agreement saying that these English people we call pilgrims, that they could build in my old village. So, I know Wampanoags live today. They live on Martha's Vineyard. They live in Massachusetts. And what I want you all to remember is what me and my people did way long ago. We helped them. And I hope that you and 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 all of you are kind to your friends, even though they might not look the same, and even though they might be different, be kind to each other. And always remember my story and have a thankful Thanksgiving.